Community Profiles with TV Rotorua and the Rotorua Energy Charitable Trust. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Community Profiles. I'm Wayne Douglas, and it's my pleasure to welcome to our interview and to our lovely set here, Christina Kaiser from Canine. You've got the badge there too. I'm very impressed. Canine Friends Pet Therapy Incorporated. And here's our co-star. Hello, Missy. This is Missy, correct?
Hi, Missy.
Oh,
Good
look at that.
Deal.
She says, I know I'm on TV. But she really is what it's all about, isn't she? She's
That's
a classic
right.
example of what you do. So for the viewer at home, a little bit about what Canine Friends is all about, because it's not just a Rotorua thing. It's quite widespread, but there's a lot of good things happening here.
Yeah, that's right. Canine Friends was founded about 20 years ago by a lady from Wellington, and she's basically spread it nationwide. It exists in all larger towns in New Zealand, cities or major cities, and it has about 400 members nationwide, and we have about 13 currently here in Rotorua, but we need a few more.
It's exactly what it says though, isn't it, Christina? Canine Friends Pet Therapy. It is a therapy. You take these beautiful dogs, generally pretty good natures, okay, soft natures,
Yes.
and very well publicly orientated, as it were, public orientated. But you take them into hospitals, hospices and rest homes and so on. A little bit about that side of it.
Okay, well, anybody who has a well-behaved dog can join us, and we have them tested by a vet nurse to make sure that there's absolutely no aggression. Sure. And once that's been done, we assign a rest home to the people who join us, and the idea is that they go there fortnightly for about an hour and visit the elderly or the disabled people in that home and spend time with them.
And there's something about people relating when they are ill or they're perhaps a bit lonely or whatever. There's something about an animal, particularly a dog and a cat, I guess, that really makes a difference. And there's the therapy angle, I guess, a little bit about how that works.
Because most of them used to have all sorts of pets through their life, dogs and cats, but they're usually not allowed dogs in the rest home. There's residential cats but no dogs, and they miss that aspect. So it's really good for them to spend some time and be able to pet the animal and feed them little treats. And obviously you as a volunteer come in as well, because you listen to their stories and bring a bit of something from the outside world into that rest home.
And you make some really good connections too, I guess,
yes,
don't you? As you say, you hear people's stories and so on.
That's right.
What sort of reactions do you get from the people once the animal has been there and made that connection? Lots of patting, obviously.
Oh yes, and you know they're looking forward to your visit. Usually around about the time when they expect you, they greet you at the front door.
Yeah.
And then
so it means that much to them, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. And I usually just go with the flow. In my restroom, there's one lady. She likes to walk the dog, so I hand the lead to her, and off she goes. And then I make my way from room to room, and the oldest resident in there is 102,
is that right?
And the youngest is about 39, and there's everything in between.
And always a good reaction to what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah. Has it been difficult to coordinate, I guess, with hospices and hospitals and rest homes with the staff and the management? They obviously have to okay the whole thing, but they probably see the benefit of it as well. Is that the case?
Yes, that's right. Initially, they haven't heard of Canine Friends, so you need to tell them all about it. And then once I bring Missy in and show them how it's done,
it's a language all of its own.
They usually warm up to it very quickly.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. She's obviously, as I said at the beginning, Christina, she's a classic example. She is very placid, and there would be no aggression, there would be no threat at all. There would be a welcoming thing, wouldn't they?
That's right.
People wanting to contact you, if they're watching right now, they can. Are you looking for more people?
Yes, we do, and it doesn't matter what kind of dog it is. They come in all shapes and sizes. One member has a Shih Tzu, and the largest one is a Leonberger, and there's everything in between. So long as they keep them well groomed and they're friendly dogs.
And you made a good comment too, that they are vetted literally in the sense of before they're taken on, so you have to cover your tracks and make sure, but that's still exciting.
Nobody wants to pet a smelly, dirty dog.
That's right. Or a growly dog.
That's right.
Sounds wonderful. So indeed, keep up the good work, and thank you for doing what you do. It's a great concept. And thank you for joining us here on Community Profiles. I'm Wayne Douglas, and we'll see you next time. Community Profiles with TV Rotorua and the Rotorua Energy Charitable Trust.